Well, another weekend in northern Wisconsin is upon us. We're headed to the lake right now, but the musky action started last night, so Jake had a chance to get up here a little bit earlier last night before I did, and he got out with his girlfriend, and she was able to put her first muskie in the boat while musky fishing, so that was cool to see. Hit a bucktail and got the first excitement for the night, so another fish in the Burnin 8's boat, and then Jake was actually able to get a solid fish on top water just before, was it before sunset? Just before sunset?
Yeah, right before sunset.
Cool. So we'll play that clip, and then we're gonna get set up here, get cameras set, and then get on the water, and we'll touch base with you then, give you an update on some of the conditions we're experiencing and what we're looking to get into today.
Yeah, if you get weeds way out there, you can try giving it a hard, like, top down. It might rip them off. There's one. Good net. Alright, keep the net out of the water for now.
On the water or out?
Out of the water. Alright, get over here.
Which side? Here?
No.
Which side should you want me?
Over here, right here. Alright, put net water. Net water. Got him. Alright, leave him down. Yes.
I'm more nervous to do the net than I am to catch a fish.
Sweet. Alright. $40.25. Sweet. Nice thick fish. Alright, 40.25. She is mad, so we're gonna get her back. Yeah, throwing that new little topwater bait that we got. Ross was throwing it last weekend and no action, but we finally had some nice warm nights and 2 fish for the night. So it's been good. She's angry and she's thick. She's got a nice thick tail on her, so it's always fun when nights go your way. Alright, there she goes. Let's see if we can get another one quick.
So 2 fish in an evening outing is always a good night. So that was fun to watch back. But basically those fish both came off of weeds. Jake's was more so focusing on weed edges and inside turns or points of weeds that he side imaged and found there. So he was working that over right before sunset. Got a fish to go. Now as far as today and conditions, we've actually had a front roll through early this morning. We had some rain and a little bit of a cool down, so it's been a change from what we've had going on earlier in the week. But we're sitting at about 69, 70 degrees for water temp, and as far as what we're going to be focusing on for structure is going to be weeds at the moment. Jake's running a Medusa right now. I'm going to run blades from Bite Back Bait Co, and then we're going to go from there, kind of see what we can figure out for today. Not sure how the fish are going to react, if this is a significant cool down or not, but we've also got a front rolling in tomorrow, looks like, and tomorrow is new moon. So let's get to fishing. there's that. Just about 14 hours of fishing, and we've got nothing to show for it. So it was a tough day. We fished some new water today. We fished some familiar water, and the fish just weren't moving. Our gut tells us that it was the weather, and we had that front move in, and we fished in and out of rain mostly all day. The wind switched from what had been most of this week a southerly wind. It switched to northeast, east-northeast today, and just wasn't happening. So tomorrow is another day, and we'll be back at her with hopefully a lot different result.
There's a muskie over there. Oh, I thought that, yeah, on the right. That was clear as day. Facing into the wind. There he is. Seriously? Yeah. Oh my god. I missed it. Got him! Got him! Weird. Pretty good one. Yeah. All right, there we go. Don't do that.
Boom! Side imaging musky.
Oh, that was sweet.
On new water.
First time we ever done that.
That is cool.
She missed it and then got it.
What were we just talking about yesterday? Side imaging muskies, and if we could actually get one to go, or like get a catch like that.
$38.5. Oh, that was sweet. Saw her on side imaging, took 2 casts, followed in and got her on the 8. She missed the first time, but she wanted it.
Couldn't resist the 6-inch minnow bait.
No.
Twitching it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's been your go-to this morning so far.
All right, let's get her back. See ya.
Nice job, man.
Oh. Yeah, she wanted to eat, that's for sure. That is cool seeing them on side imaging like that. We've always talked about it, but we've never had it happen. Definitely got to try to do it more often now. Yes, so finally the mega imaging comes through. We were just actually coming up to work a rock bar here. We've been working weeds all morning, and we haven't seen you guys for a while. We're about 2.5 hours into fishing a brand new body of water here. We kind of we ran into some snags this morning at a couple of other bodies of water we tried to fish, and we were like, let's just go new.
somewhere new, started exploring it. We started fishing weeds around the perimeter. I raised one that was low to mid 40s. It's on a bite back, single bladed bucktail, single Indiana. Same, it's the fluted Indiana, same one that Jake caught 2 on last weekend. And then we worked another weed patch, came over here to this rock bar. That was your like second, third cast?
Well, I took one cast, I think I saw it in Simagene, so I started casting back to it, and it was the second cast back to it.
That was cool. And all of a sudden, I was just sitting back here behind the camera, because he's like, and I'm watching it on the big hummingbird. You could see the musky too, and all of a sudden he's like, second cast, here it comes. I'm like, no way. So, well, yeah. So basically we're gonna keep exploring this rock bar here, what we think is a rock bar. Check it out a little bit more. Maybe there's some more muskies surrounding it. So that thing was in about 4 feet of water, 5 feet of water. So, all right, let's keep rolling here. Just a couple extra notes as far as selecting new water. So we had known of this lake. We knew it had muskies in it, but we didn't know a lot about it. So once we ran into the snags this morning with the other lakes that we were gonna fish, we literally this morning started reading about it, researched it through just like DNR data through their websites or whatever, just to find out, you know, the population of muskies in here. And then also we mentioned before in other videos, Sportsman's Connections books, and that just kind of gives us a baseline for what the population of muskie is, it worth fishing, and then also the structure. So we noted in our research this morning, it had shallow weeds, it had rocks, it had bars that we could fish, sandbars, rock bars, and we went to it. I mean, we just got out here, started fishing shallow weeds right off the bat, and then we found a weedy bar. Jake marked it out, waypoints, just so we could kind of follow the contour of it and fish it effectively, and then we went to rocks. So that's it's just some tips as far as how we go about finding new water to fish. Additionally, the rod Jake was using was a 2020 Assault Stick. It's a 9-foot swap model, and he's got that paired up with the Shimano 400 HG Tranks. So the 2020 Swats, or the 2020 Assault Sticks, have been a good upgrade. They're lighter than the original Assault Sticks, which we still enjoy. We still use them, but so far we're liking, so far so good with the 2020s. All right, time to see if we can find another muskie.
Unless this comes all the way out. I just got weeds.
Oh, that's hard in the rock.
Oh, big one, big one. What? He's still on it. I got freaking weeds on it, that's why I won't hit it. Big one? There's weeds right here. The bait went run.
And it's following it?
It still almost hit it like twice.
Big fish, big fish, big fish. Oh. Oh. Net's ready. Trolling oars off. Oh. Jake, make my drag off. He's around the shore mode. Oh, he's free, he's free. Right. I'm gonna do him right here. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a big fish.
Did you see that thing come out of the weeds? Oh my God. I am, holy cow, guys. That's a big, that is what we're looking for. 12:54, half hour before noon. Half hour before noon, she came screaming at them. I watched it eat. Oh my God. Oh. White back buck gets another. Single-footed Indiana. There we go. That's a nice fish. He's thick. Wow, that was intense. That was intense. I thought she was all wrapped up in the trolling motor. Oh yeah, she got a big noggin on her. Did you see that thing head shaking? Thing has a big head, dude. Cooperate. What do we got? 40, just shy of 45?
Barely.
Look at that. She's a good fish though, really good fish. Right before moon, half hour before moon. Let's get some pictures. Maybe turn this way. Those should be good. All right, she's ready to go back after some pictures. Let's get her swimming. Well, they're feisty. They are feisty. Maybe we got a window here. I think we'll keep casting, but like we're in like literally like less than 3 feet of water, or basically less than 4, and we're casting weeds and kind of working through some slop. That's where that fish came out of. That was fun. Nice, solid mid-40s out of northern Wisconsin. Ready for more? So the single-fluted Indiana gets another good northern Wisconsin fish right there. So after last weekend, Jake got the 2, raised a couple other ones on it, and now we got a big girl. That's nice. That was nice. So that's from, like we said, that's from Biteback. We have that. It's kind of just like a perch color with a copper blade. We'll have those actually on our website if you guys are interested in buying any. Trying to just make it a little bit more simple for you guys to get the gear we're using, and that's where they'll be. So we'll put a link in the description below. You guys can head over and grab that if you're in the market for a new bucktail. All right, we're gonna keep casting. I could not free spool, and I could not freaking reduce my drag. I had all I could do to hold that fish right there.
Really?
I could not get her to budge. There we go, another weekend in the books. We just pulled out for the day. We ended up calling it quits a little bit early. Got to catch up on a few things before the weekend's over and we get back to work tomorrow. But all in all, I would say this was a good trip here for Sunday. I mean, yesterday was a tough day, but the weather just wasn't. I don't think the weather was cooperating. I mean, today, like I said, brand new water. We ended up raising 4 fish, lost 1. And then caught 2, with that one being a 45. So we'll take that any day. And we basically did about, I think it was like 6.5 hours of fishing or so. So we had fun. It was good to finally hook into some good muskies, and pretty cool. I mean, that was a cool eat for Jake with that side imaging muskie, and that was like we said, twitching that. It's basically a perch pattern minnow bait, and they couldn't resist it. Had to eat it. It's cool when you can see them on side imaging and get them to eat like that. But what an eat for that 45 too. I mean, I watched that one and whew, that was fun. I can still see it. So that's what musky fishing's all about. Also, just to hit on a little bit more gear, if any of you guys are interested or curious, the blade rod that I'm throwing, or that I use, is a 9-foot shocking off from Chaos Tackle, the assault stick. It works. I like using it for blades. It works well for me, especially bigger blades. But as we said before, finding new water basically comes down to putting the time in it and exploring it firsthand. Do the research ahead of time just to find out what you're getting into, and then get out there and look for the structure, find the weeds, find the rocks, and figure out what these fish are relating to out there. So it's always fun exploring and finding new muskies to catch, and thank the Lord we're finally getting muskies. Four muskies this weekend in the Burnin 8's boat. It's been a struggle, but finally the time on the water's paying off. All right guys, that is it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.